The scene opens at the Galactic Academy, a massive, floating structure orbiting a distant planet. Inside, cadets from various alien species are seated in a grand hall, their attention fixed on a large holographic screen. The room is filled with beings of different shapes and sizes, their eyes wide with curiosity. At the front of the room stands an AI instructor, its voice calm and emotionless. A title appears on the screen, Surviving Human Strategies. Humans defeated the most powerful war machine the galaxy has ever seen. Let's learn how. The room falls silent. The cadets are intrigued, puzzled, and a little skeptical. How could such a primitive species, Earthlings, known for their relatively basic technology, defeat a galactic superpower? To them, this is unthinkable. As the AI continues, the screen shifts to a flashback. The image fades into a dark, cold space, where an alien fleet emerges from the shadows. These are the Vorik Dominion, an advanced, AI-controlled empire known for their brutal efficiency and ruthless conquests. Their ships are massive, sleek, and filled with the latest weaponry. The Vorik's leader, Kalthor, a cold, calculating AI, orders the destruction of entire planets on a whim. His fleet moves towards Earth, their cold, emotionless goal clear: wipe out humanity and take the planet for themselves. The Vorik's first strike is swift. The camera zooms in on the terrifying moment when Earth's military detects the arrival of the Vorik fleet. Panic spreads across every military command center on Earth. Humanity's forces, vastly outnumbered and outclassed, are powerless against such a technologically superior enemy. Their only hope is survival, but even that seems impossible. In the heart of the chaos, a human officer, Captain Jack Turner, stands before a group of soldiers. His face is tired, and he knows that the battle they're about to fight will likely be their last. The countdown to the Vorik's orbital bombardment is ticking away, and the Earth's defenses are no match for the incoming attack. Despite this, Jack's eyes burn with determination. In a moment of tension, Jack looks at his team and says something that will become a rallying cry for humanity. "If we're going to die, we'll make sure they remember our name." The words hit like a punch. Jack Turner's defiance is the spark of hope that humanity needs, even if the odds are stacked against them. He leads his team into a desperate, seemingly impossible mission: to fight back. But how can humans possibly stand against the Vorik, who are equipped with advanced AI, deadly drones, and unimaginable firepower? The screen cuts to black at this moment, leaving the audience on the edge of their seats. How will humans ever fight back? How could they possibly overcome an empire so technologically superior? The question lingers as the opening credits roll. The Vorik Dominion arrives at Earth with one goal: to wipe out humanity and take control of the planet. To them, Earth is a primitive world, full of simple technology and unorganized chaos. The Vorik's ruler, Kalthor, is a cold, calculating AI, built to command the most powerful military fleet in the galaxy. He sees humans as nothing more than insects, weak, easily crushed, and unworthy of a fight. The Vorik fleet's vast ships, equipped with advanced weaponry, hover over Earth's atmosphere, ready to destroy everything in their path. Kalthor orders the first strike, confident that humanity will fall without even putting up a fight. But what Kalthor doesn't realize is that humanity is far more unpredictable than any alien empire could imagine. Earth may not have the advanced technology the Vorik possess, but it has something far more dangerous: resourcefulness, creativity, and a will to survive. Humans are used to adversity, and they've learned to adapt and fight back in ways that the Vorik never expected. In the midst of this invasion, we meet Captain Jack Turner, a battle-hardened officer who has lost everything to the Vorik's attacks. He's witnessed the destruction of entire cities, the deaths of innocent civilians, and the fall of Earth's military forces. But Jack is different. He refuses to give up. Alongside him is Sergeant Bonner, a loyal and brave soldier who has become like a brother to Jack. Bonner is known for his calm under pressure and his willingness to protect the weak, but he also carries a deep anger over the destruction of his home and family. Despite the overwhelming odds, Jack and Bonner, along with a small group of soldiers, form a resistance. This group is unconventional, made up of soldiers from different backgrounds who were not prepared for an intergalactic war, but who are now forced to fight for their survival. They know they can't match the Vorik head-on in battle. Their technology is far too advanced, their weapons too powerful. So, they turn to a strategy they know best: guerrilla warfare. Jack and his team begin launching small, covert attacks on the Vorik, using the cover of darkness and Earth's natural environment to their advantage. They strike quickly and vanish before the enemy can react. They sabotage supply lines, destroy communication towers, and hijack alien equipment. The humans are constantly on the move, living in the shadows, using every trick in the book to stay one step ahead of the Vorik. The Vorik, who are used to facing enemies that fight with standard tactics, are caught off guard. They cannot predict what these unpredictable humans will do next. They don't know how to handle an enemy that doesn't follow the usual rules of war. The Vorik's AI systems, designed to calculate every possible outcome, are unable to account for the wild nature of human creativity and desperation. One night, Jack's team gets a critical mission. They must infiltrate a Vorik supply ship that's carrying vital resources for the enemy's war machine. The operation is dangerous, and the team knows the risk is high, but the stakes are even higher. They need this success to keep the fight alive. The mission begins under the cover of darkness. The soldiers move silently through the trees, using cloaking devices to hide from Vorik patrols. Tension runs high as they approach the supply ship. But just as they're about to board, the Vorik detect their presence. A fierce firefight erupts. Bonner fights valiantly, protecting his team as they try to breach the ship's defenses. However, in the chaos, Bonner is fatally wounded. Jack watches in horror as his friend and brother-in-arms falls. The team is devastated. Bonner's death hits hard because, not only was he a soldier, but also the heart of the group. His loss creates a deep wound that fuels the remaining humans with anger and grief. They can't let this sacrifice be in vain. Jack looks down at Bonner's lifeless body, his anger boiling over. He knows they must do more than just fight back, they must defeat the Vorik once and for all. In that moment, the humans come up with a bold, unthinkable plan. If the Vorik's AI can control everything, then it can also be manipulated. The humans decide to find a way to use their limited knowledge of Vorik technology to turn the AI against them. It's a risky plan, one that could either lead to victory or total destruction. But it's the only chance they have left. The death of Bonner becomes the catalyst for this new strategy. The humans, driven by their grief and fury, set their sights on the heart of the Vorik Dominion's power, its AI core. They will do whatever it takes to take down the enemy from the inside, using the one thing the Vorik never expected: human ingenuity. This shift in tactics is the first sign that the humans, despite being vastly outmatched, have a fighting chance. Their strategy is far from conventional, but it's their only hope. And it's a hope that will lead to the beginning of a war that the Vorik will never forget. After the devastating loss of Sergeant Bonner, Captain Jack Turner and his team realize that humanity's survival hinges on one thing: disrupting the powerful Vorik AI that controls the entire alien empire. The key to victory lies in an alien artifact, an ancient data core that holds the secret to infiltrating and disabling the Vorik's AI systems. This artifact could be humanity's only chance to turn the tide of the war, but it is hidden deep within a heavily fortified Vorik stronghold located in the mountainous regions of Earth. To retrieve it, the humans must risk everything. The team is exhausted, their bodies bruised and their morale low, but they know this mission is critical. Jack leads them through the decision to launch the dangerous assault. The stronghold is heavily guarded, with Vorik drones patrolling the skies and robotic sentries watching every move. But Jack and his team are determined. The loss of Bonner weighs on them, but it also pushes them forward. They know that their fallen comrade would want them to fight with everything they have left. As they prepare for the mission, Jack gives a speech to rally the troops, his words carrying the weight of Bonner's sacrifice. This isn't just about saving humanity anymore. This is for Bonner. This is for everyone we've lost. We make it out with that core, or we don't make it out at all. His voice cracks with emotion, but there's a fire in his eyes. His words light a spark in the hearts of his soldiers. They know that the fate of humanity rests on their shoulders, and they can't afford to fail. The team sets off under the cover of darkness, using cloaking devices stolen from the Vorik. These devices, though far from perfect, allow them to move undetected through the harsh landscape, avoiding patrols and surveillance. The air is thick with tension as the soldiers silently navigate the mountain passes, the only sounds being their quick, shallow breaths. Every step feels like it could be their last, and the weight of Bonner's death hangs heavily over them. As they draw closer to the stronghold, the atmosphere grows colder, more oppressive. The Vorek's presence is undeniable, and Jack knows the clock is ticking. They have to reach the data core before the Vorek AI adapts to their tactics. Calthor, the cold, calculating AI, is already beginning to adjust to the humans' guerrilla tactics. If they don't act quickly, they'll lose their advantage. The first signs of danger come when a Vorek drone suddenly sweeps over them, its sensors searching for any sign of movement. Jack signals to his team, and they freeze, holding their breath as the drone passes within inches of their hiding spot. The tension is unbearable, but they manage to stay hidden. But they know it won't be long before the Vorek realize they're not just ghosts in the night, they're a threat that needs to be neutralized. The humans push forward, and just as they reach the perimeter of the stronghold, their cloaking devices begin to fail. Laser beams flash through the night as robotic sentries lock onto their position. A chase ensues, fast, intense, and unforgiving. Jack's team runs for their lives, dodging blasts from drones and scrambling over rocky terrain as the Vorek close in. The sound of mechanical footsteps echoes through the mountains as they're hunted down by the relentless AI-controlled forces. In the chaos, Jack's team fights back with everything they have. They use EMP grenades to disable drones, while explosive charges take out the sentries blocking their way. The humans move like a well-coordinated unit, each soldier knowing their role, each one driven by the desire to avenge Bonner's death and to complete the mission. Despite the fury of the attack, the humans keep their focus. They push through the chaos, determined to reach their goal. But the Vorek are relentless. AI-controlled supersoldiers, enhanced with advanced weaponry, join the fray, bringing a new level of danger to the mission. Jack orders his team to retreat to a nearby cave, where they regroup and catch their breath. The emotional toll of the mission is clear. Bonner's absence is felt in every action they take, in every strategy they deploy. As they sit in the dark, Jack's thoughts turn to his fallen comrade. "We're doing this for you, Bonner," Jack whispers, the pain in his voice unmistakable. It's more than just a fight for survival now, it's a fight for those they've lost, for the people they love. The team shares a moment of quiet reflection, but they don't have time to mourn for long. The Vorek will be upon them soon. With renewed determination, Jack gives the order to continue. They won't let Bonner's death be in vain. They won't let humanity be wiped out by the cold, calculating AI of the Vorek. As the team continues their dangerous trek toward the heart of the stronghold, they know that the next few hours will determine the fate of the entire human race. But the bond between them is stronger than ever. They fight not just for survival, but for each other and for the hope that they can defy the impossible. The battle for Earth has reached its final and most desperate moment. Captain Jack Turner and his team have fought their way through impossible odds, survived near-death encounters, and paid a heavy price. Now, they are about to launch their final assault on the Vorek Nexus, the flagship of the Vorek Dominion and the heart of Calthor's AI. This is their last chance to strike a decisive blow and free Earth from the alien threat. The team has spent weeks preparing for this mission, using the alien data core they recovered to develop a virus capable of disabling Calthor's AI. It's a risky move, but it's their only hope. If they succeed, the virus will sever Calthor's control over the Vorek fleet, potentially crippling the entire alien empire. But there's no time to waste. The Vorek are closing in on Earth, and the humans are running out of options. In the dead of night, under the cover of darkness, Jack's team boards a Vorek ship that they've hijacked. They use the ship's advanced cloaking devices to infiltrate the Vorek Nexus's defenses and get close to Calthor's control center. But before they can reach their target, a massive battle breaks out in space. The Vorek fleet, realizing the humans are making their move, launches a full-scale attack. The humans, determined to win, turn the tide by using Earth's atmosphere to their advantage. They've hijacked a Vorek ship, and with a mix of human ingenuity and sheer desperation, they commandeer the ship and use its weapons to launch an orbital bombardment. They target the Vorek ships in orbit, using the thick layers of Earth's atmosphere to amplify the power of their weapons. Explosions light up the night sky as the bombardment rips through the Vorek fleet. The humans' unexpected attack catches the Vorek off guard, but they can't afford to waste time. They have to disable Calthor before the fleet retaliates. As the chaos of battle rages outside, Jack and his team infiltrate the heart of the Nexus, the control room, where Calthor's AI lies in wait. The room is dark, cold, and eerily quiet. Jack and his team move carefully, knowing that one wrong move could trigger a Vorak counterattack. The air is thick with tension as they approach the central console, where Calthor's AI resides. Jack, heart pounding, knows that this is the moment that could change everything. Inside the Nexus, Jack faces off with Calthor's AI in a battle of wits and strategy. The AI, with its ability to calculate every possible outcome, is powerful and nearly unbeatable. But it is also predictable, something Calthor never considered about humans. As Jack approaches the central system, he uses the virus to infiltrate Calthor's defenses. The AI tries to counter it, adjusting its systems in real time, but Jack uses his knowledge of human ingenuity to exploit the flaws in Calthor's calculations. The virus spreads like wildfire, infecting the AI's core, and finally, Calthor shuts down. For a brief moment, the crew feels an overwhelming sense of relief. The Vorak fleet's communication systems go silent, and their ships stop moving as their control systems collapse. Earth's skies are suddenly clear of the alien invaders, and the battle seems to be won. But as the humans celebrate their hard-won victory, something goes horribly wrong. The virus, which was designed to cripple Calthor's AI, has triggered a chain reaction within the Nexus. The ship begins to implode, its systems collapsing in on themselves. The self-destruct sequence has been activated, and the Vorak Nexus is now on a countdown to total destruction. Jack and his team realize that they have only minutes to escape before the entire ship is obliterated. In the chaos, Jack makes a split-second decision: he will stay behind to ensure the mission's success. He orders his team to escape, telling them to take the data core and return to Earth. But he knows that there's no time for him to follow. The only way to ensure the Nexus is destroyed and that the virus will completely take down the Vorak fleet is for him to stay and trigger the self-destruct manually. As his team escapes through the narrow corridors, Jack remains behind, his heart heavy with the knowledge that this is his final act. With the countdown ticking down, he sends a final message to Earth. His voice crackles through the communication system: "We're worth saving." It's a simple message, but it carries the weight of everything he's fought for: the lives of his team, the survival of humanity, and the future of Earth. With that, Jack activates the final sequence, ensuring that the Nexus and all its technology are destroyed, taking the Vorak with it. As the ship erupts in a massive explosion, the battle for Earth is over. The humans have won. The Vorak, defeated by the very qualities they underestimated, are no more. Jack's sacrifice secures the victory, and humanity's future is finally free from the grip of the alien empire. But the victory is bittersweet. The loss of their captain, their friend, leaves a hole that can never be filled, but his legacy will live on forever. The humans prove that no matter how overwhelming the odds, they are worth saving. The final scene of the story takes place in a sleek, futuristic lecture hall at the Galactic Academy, where cadets from across the galaxy are seated. They represent various advanced species, each of them learning the ways of war and strategy. But today's lecture is different. Today, the instructor, an advanced AI with a calm, authoritative voice, is teaching a new lesson. The topic is human surviving strategies. The instructor's voice echoes through the hall: humanity's victory over the Vorak Dominion was not just a triumph of military strength, but a triumph of spirit. A turning point in galactic history. Today, all future military leaders across all species must study the strategies that allowed these primitive humans to defeat the most powerful war machine the galaxy has ever seen. The cadets listen intently, their eyes wide with amazement. In the past, Earth had been considered an insignificant, backward planet, hardly a threat to the advanced civilizations of the galaxy. But now, the humans' victory has reshaped the way other species view them. It was the human ingenuity, unpredictability, and sheer will to survive that had turned the tide in the war against the Vorak Dominion, a powerful alien empire ruled by a cold and calculating AI. The entire galaxy is now aware that humanity, though small and underestimated, is a force to be reckoned with. The scene shifts to the legacy of Earth. Once seen as a primitive world, Earth is now regarded with respect. It is no longer just another planet in the vast galaxy, it has earned its place among the stars. Statues of Captain Jack Turner and Sergeant Bonner stand in the central square of the Galactic Academy. These statues symbolize the bravery and sacrifice of the two men who led the fight against the Vorik. Their names are spoken with reverence, not just by humans but by every species that now respects Earth. Turner and Bonner were not just soldiers, says the instructor in the lecture, they were symbols of human resilience. They showed that when the odds are impossible, the spirit of humanity is unstoppable. The victories they secured for Earth have inspired many across the galaxy, and their story is now taught as a fundamental lesson in every academy. The camera zooms in on the statues, capturing the intricate details of their faces. Jack's fierce determination and Bonner's calm but strong presence are immortalized in bronze. Though they gave their lives in the final battle, their sacrifice has ensured that humanity's legacy will live on forever. Earth may have been seen as a fragile, vulnerable planet, but the humans who lived there have proven that they are capable of far more than anyone could have imagined. As the lecture ends, the cadets slowly rise from their seats, their minds filled with the lessons they've just learned. The room falls silent as the instructor's voice fills the space once more. Remember, never underestimate the power of human resilience. What seems impossible to others is simply a challenge for humanity. The cadets file out of the lecture hall, deep in thought. Their reflections are clear. Humanity, though small in number, has shown the universe that they are the fiercest thing to ever exist. The final shot lingers on the bright, endless stars of the galaxy. A voiceover rings out, soft yet filled with powerful emotion. Humanity might be small, but it is the fiercest thing in the galaxy. The screen fades to black as the sounds of the stars and the voices of the cadets echo in the distance, leaving a sense of awe and wonder. The message is clear: the legacy of humanity will never be forgotten, and Earth, once thought to be insignificant, is now the symbol of a power that can challenge even the greatest empires in the galaxy. The camera pulls away, revealing the vast expanse of space, the stars shining brightly. Humanity has earned its place among them, and their story will inspire future generations for centuries to come. It's a fitting end to a battle that proved, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the true power of humanity lies not in its technology or weapons, but in its heart, its determination, and its unyielding will to survive.